Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I am Hannah and today's video is another foundation review as you guys kindly requested. So today's video we're going to be reviewing the LA Girl Pro Matte Foundation. So if you're interested in learning or knowing what my thoughts are on the foundation and whether I recommend it or not, then please stay tuned. As you know, we are going to be doing another foundation review, and as I've said in the intro, the foundation that we will be reviewing is the LA Girl Pro Matte HD High Definition Longwear Matte Foundation. So this is what the bottle looks like. It says on the packaging, it's like frosted glass, which I really like because their previous foundation was plastic, I think. Let me show you the previous foundation. So this is what their previous foundation looks like. This is the LA Girl Pro Coverage High Definition Longwear Illuminating Foundation. So they're practically the same thing other than they've just got different finishes. So the LA Girl Illuminating Foundation has 0.95 fluid ounces, which is 28 milliliters of product. But the LA Girl, the new one, the matte one, has 1 fluid ounce, which is the average foundation amount anyway. So this is what the packaging looks like. On the back it just has how to apply and the ingredients and the barcode and the shade, which is really nice. I like when a bottle has the shade on it. I was able to purchase this from Beauty Bay. They do this in Beauty Base in like Westfield, Stratford, or Westfield, Shepherd's Bush if you do live in the UK, London specifically. Beauty Base, I don't know like how many shops there are, but I know they do them in Westfield. Able to get this for £10 on Beauty Bay. Product has 30 milliliters of product, as we've already said. It says a medium to full coverage foundation, lightweight and long lasting. The Pro Matte HD Longwear Matte Foundation, I've just said matte, Pro Matte HD Longwear Matte Foundation creates a creamy formula that glides onto the skin for a smooth suede-like finish. Suede-like finish? Isn't that like a material? It's a bit weird. Effortlessly blendable, this mattifying foundation minimises the appearance of pores and fine lines to deliver a flawless soft focus effect. Paraben free, and there are shades available, so there are 14 shades that are available on Beauty Bay. Do not quote me, there may be more in, like, I know because LA Girl's an American born brand, so they might have more in America, but specifically in the UK on Beauty Bay there are only 14 shades. As you guys know, if you don't watch me already, I have a neutral undertone. Right now I am very tanned because of the summer in the UK has been quite nice. The sun has been out, so I've been able to tan, and especially my face has gotten a lot darker. I've had this for a couple of weeks now, so I have used it a few times, so I can give you what my thoughts are. It's not just a quick review where I'm literally just slapping it on, giving you how it feels and whatnot. I've been using this for quite some time. So I was able to pick out the shade Medium Beige, and it says for Medium Beige, it's for medium skin with neutral undertones. Now, when I show you a swatch of this, I don't think it's medium at all. I think it's like light or light medium. I don't know why they said medium, because even if you look on the bottle looks quite light. And obviously now I will be, as usual, using a foundation mixer because I need to deepen this foundation a little bit because your girl is tan. Have a pump, which is good. I think the old one had a pump. Did the old one have a pump? Yeah, the old one had a pump. They're very similar pumps, but I think I prefer this pump. I think this is a little bit stiffer, so it just controls the amount of products if I put a little pump. This is the shade Medium Beige for you guys. It definitely has a neutral undertone. It's a mixture between yellow and pink. I don't know how it sets, but it is too light for my skin tone right now, I feel. So I'm going to have to a little bit deepen it up, but it should be okay. So I'm going to do one side a brush and one side a sponge, just so I can show you the difference in coverage. This does state that it's supposed to be a medium to full, so we will find that out. Got the foundation on. I'm going to be going in with the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. This is a really good foundation brush, so I'm just going to go in and start to blend this in. I haven't used this specific brush for this foundation before, but I have used a foundation brush with this foundation. And I haven't primed because I want to see whether this foundation actually does like get rid of fine lines and reduces the appearance of pores. So we are looking for a matte finish, a matte suede like finish. So Okay, so that is one layer of foundation, so you can sort of see the difference. I would say it so far from what I know, this is with one layer of foundation, it's definitely matte. Might be here a little bit like glowy because it's still on, it hasn't set yet, but even so far it's definitely matte. It's covered decently. I did put a regular amount on. Far I can still see my pores. It feels comfortable. It does feel lightweight, but sometimes I do feel like I have got foundation on. I have got a few breakouts over here and it hasn't covered them as well. So I might just put a little bit more on and just go over that with a sponge, just so I can get a little bit of extra coverage in this particular area. So if I go in over here, see, once you build up, you can definitely build up with this foundation. You can see some of the breakouts that I've got are just slightly seeping through. So it is, I would say it's a medium so far. Obviously we're going to wait for it to just dry down properly and give you my final thoughts on it. Probably build this up to full if you wanted to. But I feel if you were to build this up, I'm worried that you would get a cakey finish. So that would be my only worry. Okay, so we are going to go in with a sponge now, and I'm using the Sigma 3D HD blender. What I will say that I really like about this foundation so far is it blends beautifully, like it blends really quickly. So it's like, I know it's a matte foundation, so it might dry down quickly, but it blends out really, really nicely and quickly. So if you were in a rush, this foundation would be easy to blend out, I personally feel. Okay, so that's this side done with the foundation. It is literally just sitting on my skin. It hasn't set in yet and it hasn't like merged in with my skin, but so far it's okay. I think it's definitely matte, like I agree with it, it's definitely matte. It's definitely completely different to this foundation. I don't know if this foundation is supposed to be full coverage. Well, they're both supposed to be medium to full coverage, but just with different finishes. So I just think the idea is the same, just with different finishes. However, I do prefer the illuminating one. One, because I just have normal skin, but right now I wanted to try the matte one because it is sunny outside and it is where my oils seep through, especially in my T-zone. However, I feel that this foundation is definitely going to cling to dry patches. If you have dry skin, I would not recommend this foundation. I don't know where it's just sitting on my skin. I've used this a few times and this is definitely matte. I think this is one of the mattest foundations that I've found. This is definitely matte. Now, matte for me suffocates my skin too much and it just makes me look a little bit cakey, and I didn't put a lot on. Even if I still blend it in now, it doesn't blur out pores. It has clung to little bits of texture. I'm not moaning, but I just think it's got like a moussey feeling instead of it being more creamy. I don't think it's more creamy, I think it's more moussey. I think it's definitely matte now. Like, I think you can see it is definitely matte. Definitely got like a few pores that are seeping through. Some of my pigmentation, some of my spots still surround. I've had a little bit of a breakout, but yeah. But I am going to go in with its buddy, which is the LA Girl Pro Conceal HD Concealer in the shade Creamy Beige. So I will go in with that and show you how that blends with it if you want like a mini tutorial. So this isn't my favourite concealer, but it is decent. It used to be, and then it just started acting weird on me. Not this particular one, but I think it might be the batch that I purchased. I just felt that it was giving me white dots. I don't know why, it was just giving me white. It was brand new. Maybe the shop had it for too long and it had gone off or something, but it was brand new. So I have blended in that concealer. The concealer feels really nice. I do like the concealer. It's not one of my favourite concealers, but it's a really, really nice concealer. Definitely full coverage, as you can see. I've always had bags, so my bags will just stay there. It is sitting nicely with the foundation. I will do the rest of my face, then come back to you guys and give you my final thoughts on everything. But so far, I think everything that it claims to do, except from full coverage, it's there. I think it could add a little bit more coverage. I think you can definitely, let me just read, hold on. Buildable, definitely. You could definitely build it to like full coverage. This would be, so far as I'm feeling, this would be brilliant. Absolutely brilliant for oily skin. I think it would matte in the right places. I think it still has to sit down and dry, but I think this is one of the mattest foundations I personally feel I've tried, and matte foundations just don't really tickle my fancy, but it is a decent foundation. Right, so I'm back. The rest of my face is done. The lipstick that I'm wearing liquid lipstick, and it's the Rimmel Stay Matte Liquid Lip Colour in the shade Mocha 720. I really like it. It's a new one. I picked this up because Superdrug always do 3 for 2. I did choose to do eyeliner today. I don't know if it suits me or not because eyeliner is just not my thing, but the highlight that I'm wearing is the Maybelline Master Chrome Metal Highlighter in the shade Molten Gold. It looks like this. It's a beautiful golden shade, just a little bit on the sides. So onto my final thoughts. This is a super duper matte foundation. It's incredibly matte. If you have oily skin, like my face just feels matte. I can't really feel it as much. Like I can't really feel the foundation, which is good. So I would say it's like sort of lightweight. It does have a moussey sort of look to it. It does sort of look like moussey more than creamy. It doesn't, to me, it doesn't look like a usual foundation. It just looks like a heavy, it looks heavy duty. It looks like I'm wearing makeup. I do feel like I look like I'm wearing a lot of makeup, even though the foundation wasn't that much, like I didn't put a lot on. It's not one of my favourites. I'll be honest with you, out of 10 I'll probably give it a 5. Like it's just not one of my favourites. I do prefer the Illuminating Foundation more than the matte. It's okay, like it's not my favourite foundation. I've definitely preferred the LA Girl Illuminating Foundation. This I got in the shade Beige, so there is a slight difference. It doesn't say what type of finish it has, but they've slightly got different undertones as you can see. But overall, it's a decent foundation. It's not my favourite, but not every foundation is going to be. So if you did enjoy this video, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask me them in the comment section. I'll be happy to reply. So if you did enjoy this video, please give it a massive thumbs up for me. It would mean the absolute world. If you're new here, I'm Hannah, as you guys already know. Please subscribe to my channel. It would mean an absolute world to me. If you have any product ideas that you'd like me to film, please feel free to message me, or yeah, follow my Instagram, which is right there. It's at hanstluce. I do post daily, if not try to post daily. I'm always active anyway, so for any questions, please feel free to pop up on there. And I love you all, and I shall see you in my next video. Bye.